YouTube? It's Mandak coming at you guys with another Lego video. So today we are looking at the 76088 Thor vs. Hulk Arena Clash set. Has 492 pieces, ages 7 to 14, and I believe it retailed for $50 back in 2017. So obviously this is a retired set, came out 2 years ago, almost probably to the day at this point. So the first question most of you are probably asking is, how the hell did I get this set? Like most of the sets I've been buying recently off for Lego, I've been buying stuff off, you can probably hear my chair squeak. Most of the Lego sets I've been buying recently have been off of Facebook Marketplace, which cannot recommend enough. I've also bought a lot of stuff off of LetGo, and I believe this set is one of those I bought off of LetGo. I've had some success with that app. I've also had some success with Facebook Marketplace. So for anyone out there who's trying to get their hands on some old retired Lego sets, you know, those two places are definitely my first spots to check out. There's also other apps like OfferUp and stuff, but LetGo and Facebook Marketplace are probably your best bet. People on there usually are selling stuff for cheap, or sometimes it's really crazy prices, so you just gotta be, I guess, careful. But anyway, this set originally retailed for 50 bucks. I picked it up for 35. The guy was selling it for 40, so I kind of beat him down a little bit to 35. But $35 for this is a pretty good deal. Still a little high in terms of what I would spend for something like this, but I still think that's a good deal considering that this set's 2 years old and I got it for $15 off of the MSRP price. So anyway, this is obviously from Thor Ragnarok, the movie that came out in 2017, that featured this climactic scene where Thor faces off against the Gladiator Hulk character. And overall, you know, before I get into the nitty-gritty stuff of this set, I think this was a really cool build. The cover of it, you know, the front of the box doesn't really sell you on how, you know, vibrant and cool this set is. It's very colorful, a lot of cool different colors going on here, especially on the top area with the Grandmaster seat. But the box, sorry, I have sniffles, I just sneezed for some reason. Anyway, but the box really doesn't sell you on how great this set looks. It's a great piece to kind of display up on a shelf somewhere, and it's definitely a great play set for sure. So we'll go over that. Just some things to note here. This set did come with a comic, which I honestly can't remember the last time I got a Lego Superheroes set that came with a comic. I feel like they do these kind of like intermittently sometimes, like with the sets, but maybe I'm just not buying them on a routine basis enough to recognize it. But when Lego first launched the Marvel Superheroes line back in 2012, they gave out comics in like almost every set, minus like the really small sets. So it's really cool to own this again. I have a bunch of these. They're kind of just cool to own, but yeah, this one has the Thor Ragnarok stuff, and then you also have the Spider-Man Homecoming stuff on the other side. I actually ended up buying that set because it was on sale at Target, so that's cool. But yeah, so you get the magazine, that's kind of, or the comic, which is cool. I was very surprised with the instruction manual on this. It is one large instruction manual, very wide. I was totally expecting two small manuals for this. That's usually how Lego likes to run these sets. But this set came with one big manual, so that's really cool. Makes it a lot easier to kind of organize on the shelf and, you know, keep together. So, but yeah. My God, if my nose is running, I apologize. I literally just sneezed, so my voice might not sound the best. Anyway, so some other things you get with this set, you get a brick separator, like most sets you get these days. So I have like probably at least 10 of these at this point, so that's cool, I guess. You get a little launcher. Lego had these gimmicks going on back in like 2016 and 2017, I believe, where you could put the character on the base and then you just like flick and it kind of like sends it flying, or you could just knock out the Grandmaster if you want to do that. So I will say though, I if you can't see it in my speed, the fast forward build of the set, but I was like, I put Thor on this because that's kind of like the character you can put on, that they recommend you put this on. And I had such a hard time getting him off. Like his feet got stuck on the bottom, so I would not recommend putting them on here unless you don't intend to take it off. So yeah, these things I just keep and I never use. They're kind of stupid, to be honest. Oh my god. You also get an extra katana sword, which is like kind of cool, I guess. Not katana, like like ninja sword or whatever. Thor comes with two in his, bandolier in the back. Not bandolier, whatever, like arrow holder, sword holder kind of thing. But you get an extra one here. So that's kind of cool. You also get Thor's or Loki's hair. So I will show that when I do the minifigures. And without further ado, we'll get into the minifigures. So the first minifigure we have here is, I forget what, it's a Sicarian guard. So pretty good detailing going on here. I've been meaning to do it, but for the next few videos, I'm gonna try to get I'm gonna try to build like a Lego minifigure display thing, so I don't have to show my pudgy fingers all the time. But yeah, you pretty much, this is a pretty cool figure, kind of cool purple theme going on here. No printing on the feet, just plain old black feet there, but you get a nice little staff here, just one of these stick pieces. Nothing really fancy going on there. You can see the face detailing. So that's that. Next minifigure you get here is the Grandmaster himself. So I will say, I know this might not be a popular opinion, but I am not impressed with this minifigure at all. I think it's honestly comes down to the hair. I feel like they could have made a custom hair piece and made it more interesting, or done something else with the costume. I just think this is a very underwhelming version of the Grandmaster. In terms of accuracy, I think the face is pretty accurate. You have two faces there, so you can see the double-sided face right there. But honestly, I'm not really that impressed with this minifigure. I'm not. There's just something about it that I just don't like. I mean, it doesn't feel like, it doesn't capture the essence of who that character was from the movie. I just feel like it's very you got a gold torso, and then you get gray pants, and that's it. Like there's no gown, there's no robe, there's no crazy headpiece or anything. It's just an old gray man. So I don't know, maybe that's just me. Other people can kind of talk about it in the comments if they want. Next minifigure we get, and this is a long time coming. I believe this is the first time we've seen Loki in a Lego Avenger set, or a Lego Marvel superhero set, since 2012. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was the last time we saw him. I don't think we've seen him in any other sets since. So it's really cool to have him back. You can see here, he has a custom face this time. The face he had before was the Lex Luthor face that they used. So I'm kind of glad that they decided to go and make a custom piece. The helmet is pretty much the same as what you saw in the 2012 Avengers sets. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same. The molding on the front might be a little different, but overall it's that squishy plastic, so that way it doesn't break or anything. Loki does have a double-sided face, so you have the really scared, nervous face, and then you have the kind of menacing face. My god, my nose, I'm so sorry. You can also put the hairpiece on there, so if you want that. The torso is kind of cool, nothing really much crazy going on here. You got the back as well. So the cape is made out of the soft fabric, not the very coarse fabric that stays in one position, which I do like these new capes that Lego came out with. I think they're a great change that should have been made a long time ago, because the other capes that were more paperishy, they used to always get folded up and get mangled, and then you'd have a mangled up cape, and it'd be so annoying. So this is a lot easier to kind of manage, and looks a lot nicer on the figure itself. So cool to get Loki in this. Nice return for sure. Next minifigure we have here is Thor himself. So he comes with this really cool, I don't know if this is custom, I could be wrong. This looks like a customized piece, for the sword holder. I don't think we've seen that in a Lego set before, but could be wrong. It could be from like a Nexo Knights thing or whatever, I don't know. But it's really cool. Thor, you get the helmet piece. A little surprising they didn't give you the short hair piece for this figure, considering they gave you a piece of hair for Loki. That's whatever though at this point, I don't really care. It's really cool just to have the gladiator version of Thor. The helmet piece is awesome. Really great design there. Torso printing, leg printing on the back. Even some printing on the one arm, which is also a really cool addition. So Lego really went all out on this figure to make sure that it was great. The only thing I will say is I think these swords aren't accurate to the movie. I don't think he had like these types of swords for the movie. Like I don't think he's holding shit like this. I think it was more like a hammer or something, like some sort of like hammer, or like it had like a cylindrical top to it. But it's whatever. I still think it's kind of cool. So that is Thor Gladiator version. So really cool. I really enjoyed Thor Ragnarok as a movie. I thought it was a really good, solid Thor movie. Definitely should have been, definitely was a long time coming because Thor had 2 really mediocre movies. All right, so the last minifigure here is a big fig, and it is the Gladiator Hulk, which is amazing. This figure is just absolutely amazing. I mean, Marvel really, I keep saying Marvel, Lego really went out and did a good job on designing this. The builds on the hammer pieces and the axe is pretty spot on to what they look like in the movie. Just the detailing on the figure itself, I mean, it's really, really nice. I think Lego really has it down now how to create these big figs. So they're just getting better and better at making them and designing them. So this really has come a long way since the very first big fig with the Hulk back in 2012. So yeah, he comes with 2 weapons. Like I said, you build them, so they're pretty cool builds. Pretty interesting pieces going on. But yeah, definitely probably one of my favorite figures in this set. So really cool to finally own that. All right, so the rest of the set is pretty much just this one piece together here. Oh, this one like long set, diorama here. And I'll try my best to go through it. I'm gonna lift my camera up a little bit and raise it so that way we can see it. So sorry for the shaky cam here real quick, but just want to make sure I can get a good view of everything. So pretty much the way this works is it has joints on the side that you can kind of clip these onto and move them around if you want. The box pretty much tells you to put it this way, so that's how I'm going to keep it because I'm a conformist. But it matches with the rest of the motifs. So honestly, there's really not a lot of stickers going on here. You have stickers here, and on this right here. Really not much else going on here though. A lot of it's pretty much just blending different types of bricks together. So I guess we could start with the front area here. Let me just show you the back here. So let me pull these parts off. I'm gonna take off both sections first, and then I'm gonna show the play features later. But I just want to focus on the middle section. This was the very first part that you build in this set, and overall I think it was good. Oops, that's one of the play features I'll show there. These doors can come out, just by pulling on those right there. A little interesting, they decided to do like this little drop off here. I don't know if that's how like the door looked like in the movie, but yeah. So again, just some really cool colors here. You got the baby blue color in the back, you have royal blue, and then you have this like cerulean color look going on up here. But pretty much the main feature of this area, you have the doors that obviously can slide open and closed. The main feature is that you can kind of, if you aim at the top of the seat here, you can knock the Grandmaster off of his chair and send him flying out. There's some cool detailing going on here. You have these lights. You have some, you know, little cool little building going on here. On the back of it is not really much going on. You get these cool pieces, these like, you know, pillar pieces, which are really kind of nice to own. But yeah, it's a pretty simple build. Not really much going on in terms of features, but platform, yeah, a few studs there that you can place like minifigures, like the Sicarian Guard. Put them right there, you know, kind of looking out for the Grandmaster. But I just like the design of this. You know, the colors are awesome. They're vibrant, and that's kind of how that movie went. Anyway, they wanted to get a bright, you know, colorful movie, because Marvel movies were always made fun of for how grim and dull in terms of color they looked. All right, so attaching the section on the right side first, there's pretty much only a few features, and this one is the same on the other side, so I won't repeat it over and over again, but pretty much the way this works is if you hit this, you know, if you bring this out and then you hit it, it drops that, and it kind of is supposed to simulate, like, you know, actually I think if you hit the light, it hits it. So if I hit that light, it falls down. So this is kind of a cool feature. You know, if you launch, you know, Thor and you hit the light, it will break the light and bring the pillar down. So let's see if I can do that here. Now, I love trying to test out these play features because sometimes they just never work. God, see, this is what I'm talking about with this freaking thing. It's like, yeah, I'm not even gonna try that. Let's see if I can just hit it from there. Oh, I almost got it. No, it's not working. It doesn't work with just that. Anyway, so that's one of the features. That's kind of cool. Over here, you get some more detail. You get, oh my God, I'm just sniffling all over the place. I am so sorry. I like how I do this right before I come on air too. It's awful. So, right here you get, in the back, you get a little chalice. And this is where you can stand Loki if you want. So, you can put Loki up here, kind of watching and being the dick that he is, just chilling out here. And if you hit him in a certain way, he'll go flying off. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of the play feature there. In the what do you call it? In the box art, you know, Loki's holding on to the chalice. So it's kind of interesting they gave him the horns and the helmet there, because I'm pretty sure he never wears that in the movie. So yeah. Anyway, you can open up this door here, and it opens up to nothing. So yeah, that's a little weird. This is a printed piece on here though, so that's kind of cool to own that. It's like a little chamber thing, so that's kind of cool to have that. This is a sticker. It's not a printed piece, unfortunately, but yeah, overall the backside, not really much to write home about either. More so for the front side look than anything else. So all right, moving over to the last section. So like I said, you can just connect these like so. Same feature as this one, falls down, whatever. You got some pretty good detail in here, and what you can do here is if you pull down on this, it reveals an armory. So you have, you know, an axe, a spear, and a sword. So, and pretty cool colors too, so you can use those for other things if you want. It's up to you. The last kind of feature here is you have this area here that can break apart. So I'm pretty sure the way it works is you get this lined up on here like so. What the hell? Not sure what is not going on here. Oh, that would explain it. So you can just if you hit the back piece here, you just push down on it, it'll send all these pieces flying up. Well, it should just do that. But yeah, it's just, this set is kind of just made to like be destroyed. Like, you know, all the play features just like showing it being destroyed around it, because, you know, these guys are thrown down. So I do like these types of sets that like Lego does that type of stuff, because I think it works well for what the Lego feature is. You have a little thing here that I guess you can put stuff on. But yeah, you can move these different things around. Like you can move this one over to here and switch this around. It's totally up to you. But overall, this is a really great set, guys. I like it a lot. You know, it's a great piece to kind of display and show to your friends and be like, oh, that's from Thor Ragnarok. That was the scene where they fought each other. So, you know, it's a very iconic set that I like. I mean, I am a sucker, and I've said this in other videos that I've made for Lego. I'm a sucker for these types of sets that Lego makes. I think they're more creative. I think Lego gets to do a lot more play features. I mean, it's nice to own certain vehicles, like for Star Wars, like it's nice to own an X-Wing or a Y-Wing or a TIE Fighter. But where I think Lego shines in terms of their, you know, designer development is sets like these where they can kind of create a scene just with a few bricks, you know, 492 bricks to be exact, and you know, great minifigures and all that stuff. So yeah, overall, guys, I would highly recommend this. Again, I don't know where you're gonna find this. That's not gonna be crazy expensive because it is a retired set. But like I said, you know, go on Facebook Marketplace, go on Let Go, and see what you find. I mean, those two places have a lot of different things you can look at, and I would recommend it. So yeah, so guys, this has been Mandak going over the 76088 Thor versus Hulk Arena Clash. See you guys next time. Peace out.